it running for a couple minutes just to warm it up. Now I splurged on one of these little, I don't know what they're called, it's for oil change. It's supposed to make it easier. So I got my little section of hose. And what you're supposed to be able to do is pop this little plastic cap, just turn the valve once I have this on there, and the oil should just flow right into my container here. Well, let's just see if that works. Man, what a mess. So we got a little drip by from the gets past the valve. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. Just a drip, drip, drip. This is just perfect size there. Now you actually already start to see the drip, drip run. Without this already, if you unscrewed the drain plug, it'd be just spilling all down the frame, and you'd have to have a big drip pan under there, and it'd be getting over everything. As you can see, I still have a mess, but at least it's just a slow mess that doesn't get really any worse. So turn it, now pull, and looky there. Our oil's coming out. Fantastic. I like that. Definitely better. And then there's a little closer up for you. Pop my little dipstick and it runs a little faster. Got some air in there. So we're just doing, man, my voice. Guys, I mean, it is what it is. It's like Disturbed. I'm down with the sickness. But, yeah, just let that drain. Well, even the little rubber seal was keeping it from draining. But there it goes. There's the rest of it. All right. While that's going, I'm going to pull. I already pulled the, well, heck, it fell off the other side of the mower. Just doing a spring prep. So I pulled that off. I like these little ears. That's kind of cute. And as you can see, I kind of needed to do this, right? Absolutely. So I'm just going to come over here and knock it off, blow it out. Of course, when I pulled it off, a bunch went down in there. Try to clear that out. There we go. That's good. Oh my goodness. All that chaff. Don't worry, only a little bit's going right in there. I'm gonna go blow it out with the air compressor. You watch that, make sure it doesn't go anywhere. I know this is still dripping, but that took a minute. This thing was plugged up pretty good. I'll definitely want to replace it at the end of this season, but we'll get another year out of it. Good grief. Let me see if I can run that hose all the way out here. Absolutely. Put my hand over that real quick. running fine, so I'm going to keep running with this filter for now. If I feel like it's coughing too much or choking down, at least now it knows it's not my air filter, it's fuel filter. But as of now, it's running fine, so I'll just keep letting it go. Now, I have found, unfortunately through experience, that by golly, if you don't keep up on keeping the dry grass out of there, and builds up some grease on it too, and for some reason you throw a spark, you're gonna have a fun day. I just replaced this filter. Now I know the right thing to do is to replace it every time you change the oil. So, with that spirit in mind, let me get a drain pan just in case. We're going to go ahead and take off the old filter. Say it's going to make a mess anyway. What the heck's the difference, you know? Good idea, Ferry. I mean, it is more convenient. You don't get way in there, and this isn't as much. I mean, I guess it's still better. Anyway, even though I'm about to put this right back on, at least just by taking it off, I get a little bit more out. So I'm gonna let that just sit there, drain for a minute, and drip from here too. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sure my voice is it's just annoying. I always talk too much, but normally I have such a beautiful voice. Not terribly dirty, but it is due. I always like to change the oil before the season and close to the end of the season. So like, I don't know, late August, I'll change it. And then I'll run it the rest of the way through. And then I usually just use it a couple times during the winter. So fresh at the beginning of the season, and then 3/4 of the way through, change it. All right. Fresh filter. And by golly, I'm making a video, so I'm going to go get a rag. And I'm going to wipe this area down a little bit. Why not? You know, just so it's not caked on. Hope nothing got in there. I had that up. I should have had it closed while I was blowing everything around, but it was just barely up, so we should be all right. I told you it was a new filter. Brand new. But at least that way we get as much of the old oil out of the system as possible. Now if I wanted, I could tip this up a little bit, and I think I will. You let me know if any more oil comes out that drain. See if this does anything. Oh yeah. Can't tip it far, can I? All right, that's just a dribble. Get you down in here nice and close. All right, so now we're gonna push that in, turn it to lock. Whoop. Pull that off, pop this cap back on. All right. Gross. Clean a little bit of this gunk off of here. Whoop. Almost like I was aiming to get it in there. Nope. Alright. Now, time to throw some oil in it. Don't overfill, it says. I always forget. I think it takes about a quart. This one's brand new. Now, I'll usually just use whatever I have laying around. I don't know why I bought this. I'll usually just use like 5W30. Actually, I kind of like running 5W30 because if it's cold out, it gives you a little bit better start than just a straight 30 weight. So even if the lawnmower manufacturer says, hey, SAE 30, well, 5W30 is still 30 weight oil. It just gives you a little bit colder startability. You know, another nice thing about that drain plug style is if I measure this and I went over a little bit for whatever reason, it's a lot easier to take just a little bit out. Something to think about. I guess it's not a complete wasted purchase. Might come in handy. Make sure this is cleaned off. Alright. Let that sit for a second, then we'll check it. And we'll be done with our oil change. Oh, let me throw this cap back on. Here. Kohler 7000 series, 22 horsepower. I heard Kohler sold out. Some company bought them out. See how easy that snaps on? I like the way it snaps into place. There, it's like new. Is that long enough yet? Is it even on the stick? Oh yeah. Right there between low and full. Let's turn it over, fill that filter. And we'll need probably a little bit more. Whoa! I wonder what that was. It was just the deck, the deck lever. I've got the deck off, so. Just a few seconds to load that filter. Let that settle. We'll check it again. Actually didn't really drop much. Let me double check it. Barely on the low end. I'll go ahead and throw just a smidge more in there. Give it the high mileage, 530. That'll do it. So I've got 177 hours on it is all, and it's still got the original spark plug. I'm pretty sure that's the original fuel filter still. But man, it is showing wear in other places that it shouldn't be showing wear. Like, for example, that shouldn't happen, y'all. I'm using chunk of cedar there to hold the seat, because they put this big old heavy-duty mountain bracket for all your weight, and they mount it to little like nothing steel. Come on now. So there's that. The original tires, too thin, just little stuff going through them. I've got these prickly trees out here. Goes right through sidewall. So I was just tired of patching them. So upgraded to those. Way better traction on these hills. I got the deck off right now, cleaned the top of it up. That was to replace the drive belt. So 177 hours on the original drive belt, and I pull stuff uphill, drag trees, you name it. So I abuse it. So it's 3 years and 177 hours old. A drive belt, okay. And since I had the drive belt off, I figured, well, let's put a new deck belt on too. Let's just preempt it so it doesn't break in the middle of the season. I'll keep this as a backup since it looks good still, but it'll reduce the chance of having to break down in the middle of the summer. All right, it's like daggone Medusa's hair here. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, and make sure I've got it the right way. I do. All right. I hate belts. All right, let's see if I can not lose the way this goes. It goes this way around that one. I'm gonna pull one section at a time. It goes this way around that one. Okay. And then it goes this way around that one. You get out of there. You go in there. Okay, we're gonna just keep going around that way. Pricklies everywhere on this property. And we're gonna go around this one. And around here. See what I mean? Just one piece at a time. And by doing it this way, there's like no risk of me getting it wrong, other than the fact that I just wound it right into that. What do I do now? I gotta cut it? Like, nope. This is like one of those Chinese traps, finger traps. I can't figure it out. So if I don't figure out here in a couple seconds, I'll just cut this section out. So that's not embarrassing at all. Thwarted. All right, let's pull this. Pull. How the world? How did I do that? Y'all, how did I do that? Oh, there we go. Oh, no, I forgot how I went in there. This goes around here. Yay! All right, we're good to go. Crisis averted. Anyway, like I said, I'll keep this as a backup. I don't see any cracking. Oh, well, just a little bit right. You know what? That's why you do it. A little bit right there. But that's it. So I'll still keep it as a backup. It'd get me down the road just a little bit if something goes wrong with this one. Now, just in case just in case you need to know how the drive belt goes on there. I'm sorry I didn't record that. I didn't even think. But just in case. So, drive belt is all the way up in there. That's why I felt like, you know, let's just take the deck off. And then this is the part where it might be most confusing, how to wind it. But, I don't know. Pretty simple. Hey, I figured it out. I'm sure you can too. Alright, what's next? Spring prep, y'all. Spring prep on the mower. Well, I guess we could try to figure out how to get the deck back on. It's been like 2 weeks. See if I remember how to put it back together. Let's get this put on here. That. Pin. Trim piece, whatever the heck they call those. And this just slides back. Right. Nope. Y'all gotta line up at the same time now. Play nice. There. And then pop that back in. Ta-da! And now that we are putting the deck back on, we'll need this back out. That actuates your deck. Actuates, is that the right word? Turns it on. Well, let me see if I can get you in a good spot to watch this. Maybe right there, huh? For now at least. Oh, goodness. Okay. Now, I'm going to sharpen my blades later. And the reason I'm not sharpening the blades right now with the deck off is it's actually pretty easy to take the blades off with the deck on. And I'm going to be hitting little twigs and stuff. It's the first mow of the year. And I'm too lazy to pick everything up. So I'm going to be running over some sticks that you probably shouldn't be. And then I'll take off the blades and sharpen them. I forget if these were supposed to be flipped forward or back. I don't know. Oh, it would help if I grabbed all this hardware, right? See what I mean? Like, I don't remember the order. So it's always best to do it the same day, I suppose. But I don't usually do things the best way. It was good to take the deck off, though. All that grass that gets stuck under there sure does come off nice and easy. You know, when it's off of there. Speaking of, I need my guards back on. They help a little, I guess. They're a pain in the butt, but yeah, it's a safety thing. So, for safety purposes, let's put them back on. All right. Which one goes on which side? Probably like that. Right? Maybe. Yup. Yup. Only goes one way. Torx bits. Well, you can use Torx, or it looks like you can use hex. I don't remember what I used, to be honest. Let's go find one that works. Boy, that's lucky. I had it in the impact is the same size as one on the van that I'm working on. That blue van right there. Alright, that's handy. Now I don't need an extension this long, but whatever. I'll use it. Daggone wind. Make sure you're lined up. We don't want to strip nothing. That seems pretty tight to me. Alright. I was about to pull on that. I mean, it probably wouldn't break. Probably not a good idea to pull on it, but alright. Don't lose my screws here. I mean, my screws are loose, but I haven't lost them entirely yet. You know what I mean? Does that sound logical, Mr. Spock? I've had this t-shirt since I fit in it. I've lost a few pounds. Being sick helps with weight loss for sure. That's good. All right. Now, this deck, I don't believe has grease zerks on the spindles, nor do I see it on these guys. So they're just, I guess, sealed. But they're still in good shape for now. They've been good so far. Looks like I broke that. I've never used that cleaning thing. Something about putting a bunch of water under my deck doesn't seem like a good idea. I had this up on ramps when I took it off. Let's see if I can get it under there without being on ramps, though. I'm hitting a bumper, I guess you'd call it. This bumper here on the other side. See if I can move around it, slip around it, if I'm at enough of an angle. Oh yeah, just gotta angle it through until you hit the next thing. There we go. All right. Now we're gonna pull it forward and hook it up front, and I don't know which of these I need, so we'll just take all of it. all this junk. You see that? Gosh, I need a camera lady, but everybody's getting ready for bed. Oof. You know, it really would be easier if this was up a little higher. Let me get something. You think a bucket would support this? I don't know. We're about to find out. Whoops. Oof. Well, I don't get it up much. I just got something in my way. See what I mean? That wasn't very smart. But a little more up. So if you can see right here, I think you can. That's where this guy goes back through. I remember. Yeehaw, I remember. So we got to pull this forward extra to hook this on the drive shaft. pull that forward, slip it on there. Hey, look at that. That was easy. Now we're going to put this back through the right hole, which I can tell which one's right because it's got wear marks. So we're just going to put that in there whichever way works. Like that, I guess. Get back on there. We'll make sure that's back on there. And then which one did I use? I don't remember. It's either probably this one. It's the one that's different. The rest are dead. Probably the small washer. Yeah, it's got to be a small washer and a pin. Slide that over. Throw the pin on. If I can. Nope. Oh, sorry if I'm showing you my belly. Nobody wants to see a fat man's belly. I don't know. Maybe for Buddhist or something. Lucky belly. Come on, pin, slide up in there. Now, washer, you gotta stay on there. Playing whack-a-mole. Try to put the pin in, bump the washer, washer falls out. This pin, I don't like this style of pin. Whatever happened to the old cotter pins? Slide it in, bend it over. All right, hey, we got it. See that? We got it. All right. Sweet. One done. Now I gotta figure where these things go. This guy right here. All right. What do you bet I gotta take this whole thing back out? Because that doesn't go there. Well, I think it does. Isn't that where the lifting arm goes? I think this one's forward, maybe that one's back. I don't remember. But this definitely looks like it goes here. Got a little arm, got a whole pin to go on top of. Push this back. Slide it over, make sure my belt stays where it's supposed to be. Belt, get in there. There. Inside the guides to help hold. And my hardware. My belly keeps trying to get in the shot. It wants to be a famous belly. Like nobody wants to see you. I have this pin in the back though. I don't know. That must go on here. I take it from here to here, I guess, probably with this. We'll get there. First, let's put this back on, if I can. Come on, pin. Yeah, that's on. Okay, let's go to the other side. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. I'll bring it on. What the heck? Can't really see up in there, though. The tripod won't let you go any lower. Maybe if I go at an angle. No, not really. I mean, I think you probably get the idea. I'm just... This arm right here has this hole, and there's a pin up on the frame rail that it slides onto. Like, almost like that. And then you got to try to not lining up. There we go. like it's going on, but did I bend it? What happened to that thing? Acting funny, like it's bent. I swear I didn't do it. It wasn't me. There we go. There it goes. It wasn't laying flush. So once again, washer. Pin. See, my pin's all messed up. I better go fix that. See that pin? It won't close. I had to bend it, I think, to get it off. Let me see if I can pinch it. Oh, what a gorgeous day today. It started on the cool side, but it sure did warm up nice. 75, I think we topped out at today. Just gorgeous. There. Just like new. That on $2 pair of pliers from Harbor Freight. Save the day. Click. Take a pick. And then this guy goes down here. And no washer for that one, just a pin. That seems wrong. But I'm pretty sure that's how I took it off. So there you have it, folks. Let's go to the other side, put that control arm back on. I don't know if that's what it's called, guys. It's an arm that controls it going up and down. Doesn't that make it a control arm? Sure. All right, so here's this guy. And it goes here, and it goes, well, you go in and turn it. So there's no hardware that holds it on this end. You just go into the hole and turn it. Pretty slick, actually. Simple. I like stuff that's simple, if I can make it work. Ta-da, just like that. Now I just have to lift it a little bit to get it on there. I already have it adjusted. So, can I lift it and get it on there? Oh, not from there. Done. No, I'm not. Still gotta put the pin on. Now you can see there's a washer mark. There was a washer. Maybe the washers don't go up there. I don't see a washer wear pattern on that. Maybe it's not supposed to have. Oh, and I see a wear pattern for this directly on that. Up here. I don't see a washer pattern, but I see a wear pattern from this directly on that arm. So, it appears, at least, that there's no washer up here, but they're definitely, look at that, it's even the right size. So let's put that one there. We won't use any of my junk ones. Little bow tie clip, huh? Okay. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. We'll switch the washer to the back. And that should be deck on. Oh, that was a piece of gravel. Borrowing this washer here, sorry. Yeah, same thing over here. Wear pattern for the pin, but not the washer. Hey, back here. All right. Make sure my belt is still on up there. Looks like it is. Whoa, haha, I caught you. Saved you. All right. So again, Yep. But guess what I forgot to do? I'm looking. Oh no. Oh no. I hope I can. I disconnected this with the deck down and slid out part of the way. Now I gotta remember where to put this guy. Where do I route this guy? Shucks. There's a part for this to clip in and this to hook on. I can see, oh, I can see. Can you see? Probably not. There's the clip that this goes in. And then this pulls on a tensioner somewhere. Good grief, why? Why did I do that? That seems like it would pull on something, doesn't it? This goes like all the way to the other side, it looks like. I'm going to clip this in. Do I go above the pedal? How do I route this? I don't remember. Does it go below and around? No. Maybe? Let's try going below and around. So this clip, just push it down. Maybe. How does it even go in there? I don't know. Oh, it just pushes in. That little, I see it now. Can you though? Not from there. There. Right here, this, you push it in, it clips. Just like that, right into place. So this must stay out here. Unless it goes up in the frame rail. I don't see a place for it to clip in though. Kind of like the way it's hanging there, but I'd like it better if there was a clip to hold it. But that might just stay there now on its own. I don't know. Now we gotta go to the other side and see where the heck that hooks to. Back and forth. Back and forth. I don't know if you'll be able to see in there. Maybe. Let me lower the deck, huh? Good grief. I got the deck up. Just constantly making things harder for myself, y'all. It's like, that must be my lot in life. How hard can I make things on myself? Put the deck down, you idiot. Oh, and I see it. So, I think you can see from there. There's my spring. There's a hole right here to put that spring through. So, can I get it back on there? Maybe if I push, huh? If I push. Or does it go, hook up? Does it matter? Probably doesn't matter. If I can even get it through there. If I have to bend the middle of the spring to get the angle, I'd rather have the hook pointing down. I can't get in there to bend the hook, or the spring rather. Oh, I thought I had it. it'll block your view, pretty sure. Come on. Well, how did I get it out of there? Like, I need to hold it that way while I need an extra arm. This is what I need. I need 2 hands to get the spring in there, and I need an extra one to push on the tensioner. Unless I can hold with that hand too at the same time. Nope. Haha! That did it. Now, unfortunately, I don't think that's right, because I was going up through there. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be down. Let's try that again. Because the spring didn't like that. Just didn't like it. So yeah, I got it, but I don't think it was the right way. I know it'd be a lot easier if it wasn't under here, but I just got it back on. I'm so lazy that I'll end up doing things the harder way to avoid doing work twice. Well, maybe, almost. Almost. I've got it hooked, but it's not going all the way down. There it goes. There it is. All right, we're hooked. Can you see that? Maybe. Anyway, it's in there. Goodness. Got to cut a bunch of that out. So, you watch that belt. Let me know if that engages right. It seems a little loose. Doesn't that seem a little loose to you? I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's fire this thing up. Shall we? Put you over here by the van where surely nothing could happen to you. We're going to put that up so we can see the blade spinning. Whoops. I'm still up in the air. Well, I don't know about you, but that seemed to work just fine. Sweet. What's next? I'd like to call it quits because that's getting low. But I want to check something that I've been meaning to check for a while. Let me go over here. Yeah, I've been meaning to do this since I bought it. And you know what my excuse for not has been like, well, at least if it's sealed, it should be good for the first 100 hours or two. Well, guys, we're closing on the end of the second 100 hours. This grease zerk, I believe, is completely sealed. You can hook it up to a grease gun, but it won't push it in. Pretty sure. I'm going to try again, but somebody said it's like blocked. that you'd have to take this apart, and there's a plate that is preventing it going in there. But you can see there's some crusty grease coming out. So it needs grease. And I was told that by somebody or read it somewhere. I don't know. I think I even put it on my review video. But let's just, I want to confirm. I'm pretty sure I tried this already. But it's been a minute. Oh my goodness. That sure is taking it. Man, I'm an idiot. Guys, it's taking it like so easy. Now my dad told me it's actually best if you do it with it up. So I'm gonna raise this. Oh gosh, my back. Come on, get up there. All right. He said, go ahead and grease them. He used to put it up like this too, his mower. Clean that. You can see it's dry. I hope I didn't let it go too long. I'm sure I did. But come on off there, Cap. There. You can see the new grease coming right out. Oops, I missed a little bit. Coming right out the top. See that? So it's coming out the top. Good. I'll turn that a couple of times. Maybe try to put a smidge more in. I'll put the cap back on because it's all just wanting to come out the top. There we go. Put a little more in, and look now with the cap on, it's coming out the bottom now. Turn it a couple more times. I want another squirt in there. That's dry. There we go. All right. Let's go do the same thing on the other side. And by golly, there's a zert there too. See how loose that is? I have neglected this. If you've neglected yours too, hopefully we've caught it before we've done too much permanent damage. On my hills, I'm sure this is probably already wrecked. See all that play? That's way too much play. Dang it. Expensive mistake. Now it's not even taking it. Get on there. Take the grease, dude. It's not. Well, I mean, this is great. I'm getting it greased now, but shucks. I'll probably have to, sooner than if I'd been maintaining it. No, get back here. Yes, it's taking it too. It is just drinking it up. There, it's starting to push out. All right, well that's full. And I already turned this a couple times. Squeezing out the top. Excellent. Put that cap back on. Get back in there, grease. Come on. Come on, get on there. Slip over. There we go. And now with the cap on the top, should push out the bottom more. Yes. I feel better. Now, there's also a pivot point, and on my old John Deere, there was a grease point in here. I'm going to go see if I can see that. I'm also going to finish right here. Where was I? Oh, on the wheel, right? I was seeing if it would take any more. Nope. Well, at least I got some in there. All right. Cool. Underneath, I just want to see if there's a grease point where the axle pivots. I don't see it from this side. Of course, if it's from the other side, I should have done it while the deck was off. I don't see it. Go around with my hand. I don't feel it at this point. Maybe it's from under the hood. If I remember right, this hood comes off pretty easy. That might be something you want to see too. Let's get this hood off of here. So there's a connector right here. Just pull that. And if I remember right, this just pops off. Yep. Gotta be at the right angle. All right, hood off. And you get to a grease zerk anywhere on that axle. I do not see a grease point. Hey guys, if you know what you're doing, or if you found it, I am not seeing a grease point on that front axle. So if you can confirm or deny that there is one, I'd appreciate it. Drop it in the comments. Also, if you've got a video, hey, better than this one, or a link to one, I am all about it. I am not the type of channel that wants to hog you. I mean, I want you to be viewers, but I want you to watch other people too. Good grief, I don't know everything. Clean some of this gunk off of here while I'm in here. Throttle cable. So I don't see one. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. So maybe that one's sealed. Like I said, unless it's on the bottom, but I didn't feel one. And I can see up in there pretty good actually. I don't see one. So it doesn't appear to have a grease point for the axle. Don't blame me. Alright, so the front end's greased. Finally, only 177 hours in. Also, when I pulled this hood off, it seemed like these were getting loose. Maybe. Yeah. Look at this. Right here. loose. Let me see. It might not be, but maybe it's supposed to give a little. Let me go see if I can tighten it. If it's loose, I should turn it easy. Maybe just a smidge. Let's try this one. I think that's tight. Oh, look. That was it. It was just barely. Just barely loose. Check these two. Maybe just barely. Yeah, just a little. Oh my goodness. I don't want to take off work again tomorrow, guys, but a school teacher that can't yell at his kids ain't no good. Well, I got the front off. Wipe down a little bit. I tried my best to get this in every night when I'm not using it. It sat out a couple nights, but I don't think it's ever been, other than spat on while I'm still running it, I don't think this thing's ever been like rained on, like abandoned outside and let rain on it. Grass over here by the exhaust. That's not good, is it? No gasket. It ain't leaking, so that's cool. What on earth do we have here? Is that a secondary plug? With one of them yellow things I bought pre-installed. Are you kidding me? It's got two, you could drain out either side. Huh. Let me show you. Oh, why would they have two drain plugs? Look. Right there. See that yellow guy? Doesn't that look familiar? Just like the one I put on the other side. I never knew it was there. Good grief. Comes with it on there. Oh, if I could find the other drain plug, I'd put it back in. Just use this side, because this one probably, I don't know, maybe works better. Who knows? They're the same, looks like the same type. All right. Dirty, dirty. That's all right. We're out of time. And the main things I wanted done are done. Let's put this hood back on. Boy, that goes back in easy, don't it? Plug our lights back in. Not that I ever use them, but, you know, they're there. Thank you, bucket. And I think we're good to go. I guess we're good right there. Tires are low. Again. I don't know, guys. It's just one of them things. They're always leaking. I'm tempted to get one of those expensive sets of front tires that they're tubeless. They're not like a regular tire. know if you know what I mean. They've got like flexible spokes, some kind of a composite. They look cool, but honestly, just filling them up is cheaper. I guess if I get some more stuff and I'm tired of patching these, they hold air long enough to mow the yard. So I guess I could mow some grass for you real quick. Oh, right there by that rose bush. Look at that rose bush. It's got some tall grass by it, don't it? Well, there you have it, folks. It mows again. I got some debris in the yard, I know. That's why I didn't sharpen the blades. Oh yeah. See you around.